Thanks for joining me today. It's good to see you. If you are new to hanging out here at the channel, my name is Jarrell. I'm just a normal guy, and I'm not setting out to be a YouTuber of any kind. I really just want to use this YouTube channel to hang out with all of you. Now, lately there's been a whole lot of news on the internet, things to discuss in politics, in the video games industry, and those things are all boring to me. I don't actually like making speech videos where I wear the suit and the tie and I address topics on an industry level. I do those speech videos because there is a need for a voice of reason to be presenting information in a calm manner at industry level. So it's not something that I personally enjoy doing, but it is something that I have done professionally in the past, and I really would prefer to just have fun and create fun, cool things for all of you. So I don't want to talk about politics or video game industry or news journalism or anything like that today. Honestly, I don't want to talk about it at all, but it's just something that sometimes you have a responsibility to do things, and you often will have to do things that you don't want to, but because they are required of you. Though today I would rather just talk about something cool. Today I'll be sharing with you a tutorial on throwing weapons. This will be a guide on how to throw weapons. Now, I'm quite excited because I recently found these items. I live in Australia, where it's difficult to get throwing knives. You can't just go to any shop and purchase them. And if you are in other places in the world, it will be significantly easy for you to go to a shop and just buy a bunch of throwing knives. I was your age once, and when I was a young man, I would spend basically a portion of each of my paychecks purchasing new throwing knives. If there was a shop nearby where I could do that, I probably would be purchasing throwing knives pretty often. But recently I found these. I will put the link in the description. It is not a sponsored link. These are classified as a carving tool for woodworking or clay work, but it turns out because they are stainless steel and they're a pretty good weight, you can actually use them as throwing spikes. Throwing spikes function very similarly to throwing knives, and I will explain that to you. In this video, I will be sharing some footage that I took when I was a much younger man back in 2017, and also some pictures from some of my road trips in the past where I would adventure around with one of my childhood buddies, and we would trip around the mountains, find cool spots, hang out, and just do throwing weapons for a while. So today I hope I can help you learn how to enjoy throwing weapons for yourself. These are throwing spikes, but I will be discussing a number of different items as well. This is a throwing hatchet that was given to me by my father figure. You can see there's a bit of wear and tear here as the component here will slide down and damage that. I could fix this if I want, but there really isn't a need as it doesn't affect the functionality, and I'm not trying to show off to any girls or anything like that. Really, what you want to do is get a good, strong, fast rotation and let it loose like that. You're basically letting loose here. Now, you can either use a multi-rotation method, which is much less predictable, and it requires an absurd amount of muscle memory and accuracy when it comes to that. You can either just throw it, and if you are inexperienced, this is the method that you will use, and as it leaves your hand here, you will just let it spin, and if you're lucky, it'll land in the target. When you are more experienced when it comes to throwing weapons, what you'll do is a zero rotation method, and that means that as you achieve your rotation, you push down along the edge of the implement, and that actually counteracts the rotation which you impart. The rotation allows the implement to have force. You push down to counteract the rotation, and as it reaches a target, it lands thusly. With a throwing knife, you have an edge onto which you can place your finger. You can impart the counter-rotational force, but with a throwing spike, because it is round, the spike will actually slide off the side of your finger there. So, what I would recommend is this technique here, where you have two fingers. The throwing spike will rest in the groove between your fingers, and you can impart your counter-rotational force. Using the zero rotation method, you can throw implements from a number of different angles. Over the shoulder thusly, under the arm thusly, and also to the side like this. You can see that if need be, you can use your thumb to impart your counter-rotational force, like so. throwing a hatchet is quite different. You are not necessarily applying as much force as the implement itself will actually apply that force. Now, you would not let go here as you would with a knife. You won't be able to control the force as well, and it will not land the way you think it will. What you want to do with a throwing hatchet is to release here. You want to get a nice big movement, and you release once this is perpendicular to the ground. You release here, and the implement will pull itself forward. Again, a much bigger rotation, and it will land in the target thusly. What is great about throwing spikes is that you can keep them with you and store them quite easily. Should a ninja from Naruto attack you, you will be quite prepared, though as we know from Naruto, throwing weapons are totally useless in a world where people can spit out fireballs and electricity.
Going left here. If you have a blade like that, something like that will stick as well.
Thank you for watching the video today, and I appreciate you coming to hang out here with the channel. I hope you enjoyed learning a little bit about throwing weapons, and you will give them a try yourself. I know it may seem like I'm just a fuddy-duddy office worker, but throwing weapons is one of my favorite things to do. Please take care of yourselves. If you have any questions more about throwing weapons, feel free to ask in the comment section, and I'll be happy to guide you on your throwing weapon journey. Have fun out there, be safe, don't put your eyeball out, guys. I'm really just here for fun. Take care, I'll see you around. Chill, baby.